Ladies and gentlemen, hustlers of all ages, welcome to the Six Figure Playbook with your host, Alan, the Ace Man Dickie.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Six Figure Playbook podcast. I'm your host, Alan, a.k.a. the Ace Man Dickie, and I'm super excited to be with you this week. I'm actually live this week with a fresh cup of coffee. It's 5:30 in the morning, and I'm on a vacation, I suppose you would call it, with my family. The reason I say suppose you would call it, I never understood this term vacation, right? Like, I can't wait for vacation. What's vacation? What vacation is like to vacate my life, and there's nothing about my life I want to vacate from. But you all know what I'm talking about, and when I say vacation, it's that time where we do take, and carve out some time for our family, friends, family members, whatever it is you do, whoever it is you hold close to yourself. Very important that you make time for those people. Well, in this case, it's my family, okay? It's my family, and my family is very patient with me. And funny, I've just used that word because that's the title for this week's episode, is we're going to talk about patience. And the funny thing about my family being patient with me is, I live nonstop. Sorry, let me say that again so everybody can understand. I work nonstop. I call it living because it's not work to me. But I'm constantly moving, and I'm constantly creating, and I'm constantly taking action in, things pertaining to my business. Why? It's my passion. It's the reason I've been put on planet Earth. It also happens to be the main source of revenue for myself and my family. So my family, they have to put up a lot with me and with what my business demands of me. And so it's wonderful when I'm able to carve out times like this to have these little vacations with them. Now, I know I've been going on about this for a couple minutes now, and you're saying to yourself, where's the message? Well, let me get into the message. You see, little sidebar I want to throw in there as well is, when you're going to be on these little vacations with your loved ones, all right, make sure you are 100% committed to the vacation. Let's not get anything misconstrued. Whether you're working, whether you're playing, whether you're having fun, reading a book, sleeping, I don't care. Whatever you're doing, do it 100%. And just for the record, it's 5:30 in the morning, and they're still sleeping. The second those little eyeballs open up and the kids and the family are ready to play, I'll be ready to play with them, which is why I'm getting this episode done now. But let me talk about patience for a minute. A lot of you have been tuned in since episode 1, since week 1, and this is what I'm doing with the Six Figure Playbook, is I'm giving you a series of principles and mindsets that are going to help allow you to evolve into a six-figure performer for the first time, or taking you from the six-figure performances you're at into creating multiple six-figure performances for yourself, for your careers, and for your businesses. But one of the things that we haven't spoken on, and I think it's due time, we're about 6 months into this wonderful show, is we need to talk about patience. So we've heard this before, right? Patience is a virtue, right? That always sounds good coming from the lips of somebody who doesn't understand what we're impatient over. But you want to know something? It is the truth. And I want to make this abundantly clear to all of you, because many of you are taking new actions, new approaches. You're taking a lot of the information that you've learned, by listening to podcasts like this and much more information that's available out in the marketplace. And you're taking these actions, and every human being I know is having that thought, when is it going to pop? When is the victory going to show up? When is all of this work, all of this time, all of this energy that I'm pouring out, when is it going to come back? And here is my message for you today. My message is about patience, but my message is to assure you of this, and I want you to turn the volume up on whatever you're listening to. I really want you to get this, okay? The message is simple. It is not for you to determine when your success, your massive success, your massive breakthrough will show up. That is not for you to determine. That is the one thing that will never be laid out in front of you with a specific date and a specific road plan. Ever. Never. That is the beauty of this. This journey you're on, it's almost like a treasure hunt, except the rules are slightly different. You see, the rules in this thing called life, in this game called life, the rules in this six-figure performances and lifestyles that you are setting out to attain, they're not for you to know the exact date they're going to show up. All that is for you to know, and the only important thing for you to understand, is that a disciplined set of actions taken on a consistent basis can and will guarantee your result. You see, this is the whole thing that hangs people up, is the only person, like, think about yourself, for example. If you're anything like me, at the timing of you listening to this podcast, this is not the first time you've tried to create something epic in your life. It's not at all. You've done other things in life where you've taken that stab, you've tried to create success, and it hasn't worked out. Right? So you've experienced, the failure, or not the failure, but the lack of success. You didn't experience the win. Now, I want you to go back to those examples you might have in your head, and I want you to ask yourself, did the actual opportunity fail? Did your approach fail? Did your idea fail? Did it really fail? Or did you fail yourself? Did you give up too quick? Did you determine that enough time had been spent? Did you determine that all of the actions you had taken were all that could be taken? Because it's my experience and my opinion that all of these successes that you haven't experienced yet are not a byproduct of the idea, the approach. It's more the lack of ideas or lack of approaches that you were willing to continue to produce. You see, because this is frustrating. A lot of times when you're stepping out to take actions to create these amazing things in your life, they don't come easy. And I love life because life is the ultimate gatekeeper. You cannot bluff life. And if you roll up into life, if you roll up to today, if you roll out of bed today and say, you know what, today's the day I'm just going to make it great. Today's the day everything's going to be amazing. I'm going to create this idea. I'm going to take this approach and it's all going to go boom. Well, when you go out and it doesn't happen, the second it doesn't happen, you become all negative. You throw your hands up in the air. You say, well, I tried. And we know how we feel about that word try, right? In case you haven't listened, in case this is your first episode, the little green guy told us in Star Wars, there's do and do not, there is no try. And so my whole point is this. You must understand, check your gut, okay? Check your gut. If you're looking at the idea, if you're looking at the approach, if you're looking at the technique, right, that you're currently implementing and taking action towards implementing in the name of experiencing a win, in the name of experiencing an influx in your production levels, in your paycheck, right, in your business, then I want you to understand this fact, and I want you to move forward with this fact. It's not for you to know when your success, when that win is going to show up. All that is for you to know is that by showing up every day, putting one foot in front of the other and taking the actions necessary to move forward and attain your desired result, you guaranteed will attain your desired result. Guaranteed. Okay, and this is the whole thing. The reason people don't is they give up. It's a lack of faith in the process, and most importantly, a lack of patience. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. It's a lack of patience that robs people of all of these amazing things. I'm sitting here drinking a coffee, which I haven't had a sip of for the last 6 minutes or so because we're talking. But I'm sitting here enjoying this epic vacation, about to spend another epic day with my family. And I'm in this position because way back when I was mapping out everything that I was gonna, do, and I haven't even gotten started if I'm going to be brutally honest with you, right? Back in those times where I couldn't be on vacations like I am right now, I knew by putting my head down, one foot in front of the other, taking a disciplined set of actions on a consistent basis, that I would be here. I would be sitting in this parking lot. I would be recording this very episode of this amazing podcast for all of you. Remember, folks, sight is the greatest enemy of vision. We talked about this. And so forget about what you're looking at today. Forget about where you are exactly today. All I want you to do today is reaffirm for yourself. You will not be denied. You are entitled to the success, to everything that you're mapping out to seize. You're entitled to it. And all that is necessary for you to attain it is to continue to move forward, continue to go for failure, continue to show up in the name of achieving your desired result, and have faith in your ability to get there. By understanding all of that and exuding that wonderful word, the title of this episode, by exuding patience while doing all of those things, let me be the one to tell you your success, your win is guaranteed. And you know what the really funny thing is? You know what the really beautiful thing is about this whole deal? Is many of you right now think you know what it is you want, think you know exactly how it is you're going to get there, right? And by showing up and taking that disciplined set of actions on a consistent basis every single day, when your win shows up, there are a number of you that are going to be blown away at how your victory has nothing to do with what you think you're moving towards today. Oh my gosh. I don't know if all of you listeners out there are picking up what I'm putting down. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to deliver wisdom to all of you grinding towards your goals and your desired results today. There are many of you who think that you know what it is you want and know what you're headed towards, but it is only by never giving up, by continuing to show up, and by having patience on your road to this victory. That's number one, the only way you're going to get it. And there's a large number of you out there that think you're going towards one thing, and only on that journey will your moment show up and completely redirect you to another. Allow yourself the moment to happen. Allow yourself to experience the victory by not giving up and remaining patient on all of your approaches each and every single day, in the name of knowing it is not for you to determine when the success will show up. It is only for you to determine that by showing up every day and putting one foot in front of the other, that success will be guaranteed. Your job is to have faith in this process and ultimately exude patience on your way there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my episode for this week. And as this sun's coming up, I got to get ready. I got to get ready for another epic day with the family. This is that vacation time. Again, I have no idea why it's called that. That word doesn't make sense to me. That's for a future episode. But I am going to go and make it great. I am going to go and stay epic with my family today. Just as when I'm out in the marketplace, I'm going to stay epic with all of you. And with that being said, I want you all to make it a great day. Remain patient. Okay, listen to this message. This was a golden one for you. And if you're looking for other amazing content to keep you motivated and inspired on your day-to-day as you continue to move towards your goals, then hit me up on my website, alandickie.com. My app is available there. It's a web-based app filled with tons of great content, as well as lots of blogs and videos to keep you motivated and inspired. You can also find me on LinkedIn, YouTube. Google me. If you don't find me, it's my fault, not yours. With that being said, everybody, thank you for another amazing episode. I look forward to talking to all of you in a week's time. But in between that time, show up every single day, put one foot in front of the other in the name of achieving the goals and desired results that you are entitled to achieve. I'm Alan Dickie, aka the Ace Man. Make it a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.